Okay, so as usual, we have balance and unbalanced assignment problem. When we'll say it is balance problem, if the number of rows is equal to the number of columns. Number of columns. If it is equal to number of rows or number of columns, it is balanced. If it is not equal, then it is unbalanced. Okay, simple as that. Now, to solve these assignment problems, okay, we have a one method. We have to only remember one algorithm, which is called as Hungarian method. The method is called as Hungarian method. So let us go with the first example. Example 1. Okay. And in example 1, let us take a small example first. And our examples now require this matrices. So we'll see that we should be fast in drawing the matrices at the time of exam also. So we have this 12, 11, 8, 8, 9, 11 and 11, 14, 12. This is something, suppose 1, 2, 3. This is A, B, C. Okay, so what it is taking, it is telling that consider this is ABC is something machine numbers, and this 1, 2, 3 is suppose some job numbers. So what it is saying that if this job number 1, if we do it on machine A, it will take 12 hours. If same job number 1, if we do it on machine B, it will take 11 hours. And same job number 1, if we do it on machine number C, then it will take 8 hours. Okay, same with this job 2. If we do this job 2 on machine A, 8 hours, on machine B, 9 hours, on machine C, 11 hours. Job number 3 on machine A 11 hours, machine B 14 hours, machine C 12 hours. Okay, this is what this indicates. So not many times they will be giving some text, some problem statement or anything. Sometimes the problem will be like this. Just what we have to do, that we have to see that where we can assign which job should be assigned to A or B or C. Which job, I mean, when should the job number 1 should be assigned to A or assigned to B or assigned to C, or job 2 assigned to A or B or C, or job 3. That's what we need to decide. That is what assignment problem. Okay, so starting with this, our first step number 1. All of you, I hope all of you are paying the attention, complete attention, and if you miss, then you will confuse. So pay your attention. Okay, so what is the step number 1? The step number 1 is row reduction. The step number 1 is row reduction. So what this row reduction is saying, that this row reduction is saying that select the minimum element in each row and subtract it from the other elements of that particular row. Okay, so now what we are doing in this first step, so in this row, which is the minimum number 8, which is the minimum element 8. So we have to take this 8 and we have to subtract from the other elements of the same row. So we will subtract from 12, 12 minus 8, 11 minus 8, 8 minus 8. So what will be the, now again we have to draw this matrix. 11 minus 8, 3, 8 minus 8, 0. Right? Now from the second row, which is the minimum element in the second row, 8. So again we will subtract this 8 from remaining elements. So 8 minus 8, 0. 9 minus 8, 1. 11 minus 8, 3. Same way we will do for this row also. So which is the minimum element in this row? 11, right? So we'll do 11 minus 11, 0, 14 minus 11, 3, and 14 minus 12, sorry, 12 minus 11, 1. Got it? So this is what we have done. We have done the row reduction. Row reduction stands for find out the minimum element of each row and subtract that minimum element from that row elements only. So like this, now we got minimum row reduction. Now what is our second step? The step number 2, column reduction. Column reduction is nothing but same. Column reduction stands for find out the minimum element of each column and subtract that minimum element from the remaining elements of that column. Okay. So now when we'll go for column elements, now, when we'll do this column reduction, we will not do this column reduction on the original matrix. We'll do it on the previous matrix, means this matrix. See, this is original matrix. On this original matrix, we have done row reduction. We got this matrix. Now, by using this matrix, we'll do column reduction. So what we are doing, from each of this column we'll find out the minimum element. So what is the minimum element? 0. So we'll subtract 0 from the remaining column element. So 4 minus 0, 4, 4 minus 0, 4, 0 minus 0, no change, right? Same thing. Now in this column, which is the minimum element? 1. So we'll subtract from remaining elements. So 3 minus 1, 2, 1 minus 1, 0, 3 minus 1, 2. Right? Then we'll do it for this. What is the minimum element? 0. So if 0 is the minimum element, no change in the column. So it will be 0, 3, 1. So we got column reduction, right? Now, after finishing the column reduction, what is the step 3? The step 3 is allocation. Allocation or assignment. So step 3 is allocation. So now what is allocation? The allocation is nothing but, just clearly listen, okay? What we have to do in this allocation, we have to scan the elements row wise and assign for the 0 in a row having single 0 and cancel the respective column. Okay, so now don't get confused. Now this column reduction will do it, this allocation will do it on this matrix only. Okay, we'll do it on this matrix only. So I'll redraw that matrix once again. Okay, so I have just redrawn this same matrix over here, and now on this matrix we have to do the allocation. So what we will doing in this allocation, see, row wise we'll scan the elements. We'll go for this row, first row, and we'll scan the element. Now in this first row, if we have a single 0, okay, if in the first row, if we have a single 0, what we'll do, we'll allocate this to this cell. So allocation means what? We'll just put it square up on that 0, for that 0, okay, around that 0. And what we'll do, we will cancel that column. See, we are doing row scanning. So when we'll do row scanning, and if we found out in this row there is only single 0, we'll allocate that 0. After allocating that 0, we'll cancel that column. So we'll cancel that column. So I have cancelled this column. Okay. Now, first row is over. Now go for the second row. Now in this second row, do we have a single 0? No, we have in this row, we have 2 0, 1 and 2. So if there are 2 0, if there is no single 0, and if there are more than 1 0 or no zeros, there is not even a single 0, then skip that row. Don't do any with that. Go to the next row. Now in this row, as we have more than single 0, we'll just leave that row as it is. We'll not do anything with that row. And what we'll do, we'll go for the next row. Now in the next row, again scan. Whether do you have a single 0? Yes, you have a single 0. right? You have a single 0. So allocate that 0. So we'll try to allocate. If you are allocating that 0 in the row scanning, cancel the column. So we'll cancel this column. Okay, so we have cancelled this column. Now all the 3 rows we have finished. Now what we need to do? Now we have to do for a column scanning. After doing row scanning, now we'll go for the column scanning. Now go with the first column. Now first column is already scanned. So you cannot do anything, already cancelled. So you cannot do anything with that. Go to the second column. Now in this second column, we have a only single 0. So allocate that single 0 and cancel the row. When we are scanning columns, you are cancelling the row. When you are scanning row, you are cancelling the column. Okay, so cancel the column. Okay, now once you do with this, what you have to understand, is there any just you have to find out whether the number of collocations are equal to the number of matrix, right? We have assigned the zeros and everything, and we have to continue the procedure. But now if we cannot go for continuing the procedure, because this column is already cancelled. Again, if we go for row wise, there is no 0, here no 0, here no 0. Again, if we check column, not possible, this is cancelled. This is already, there is no 0, this is cancelled. So now further anything, we cannot do anything, right? So it is over. Okay, but now what we have to understand from this, we have to understand whether the number of allocation is equal to the number of matrix. See what I am saying, whether number of allocation, is equal to the order of matrix. What is the order of matrix here? What is the order of this matrix, original matrix? 3, right? The order of matrix is 3. So whether the number of allocations are 3? Yes, 3. See, how many allocations? This is all which we have squared is nothing but the allocation. So this is one allocation, this is second allocation, this is third allocation. So number of allocations are 3 and number of order of matrix is also 3. So if the number of allocations and number of is equal to the order of matrix, the algorithm stops. Okay, the algorithm terminates. That means the problem is solved. What do you mean by problem is solved? That means what we are going to do, what we are saying that, see, this is our job number 1, this is our job number 2, this is our job number 3, this is A, B, C. That means what we are saying that the job number 1 we have assigned to machine 3, job number 2 we have assigned to machine B, and job number 3 we have assigned to machine A. So how we'll write down the answer for this? We'll write down the answer by saying that the optimal cost, this is one thing. As an answer, we have to show this one, optimal assignments. And also as an answer, we have to show the optimal cost. So how will calculate the optimal cost? Now at same place where we have done the allocation, at the same place, what is the cost in original problem? Means in this problem. See, this, at this location, what is the cost? 8, 9, 11. So optimal cost is equal to 8 plus 9 plus 11, which is equal to 28. Got it?